Hello and welcome to round 18 of the Men's Supa-Liga. Today we have the Northern Hawks sporting the white and black kit against Phoenix Futsal in the bright orange. For the Northern Hawks today we have number 2, Betim Ziba, number 11, Nishan Alagoda, number 5, Ches Houston, number 7, in goals, Daniel Fumato, number 3, Callum Bredemeyer, number 10, Devon Rindell, number 22, Tom Ellis, and number 6, Shafiq Hafiz. And for Phoenix Futsal, we have number 10, Ali Milham, number 5, Bakar, number 9, James Eustace, number 11, Khalid Salah, number 7, Mohammed Tatonchi, number 1 in goals, Muslim Al Muhammad, number 4, Frank Gordon, number 3, Bharat Jaja, and number 2, Omid Ishragian. Yeah. Bakar on the ball, looks for the run forward of Ishragian. The youngster for the Northern Hawks, Alagoda, does well. And the shot there from Al Karaguli, just past the back post. My apologies if I pronounce any of these last names wrong. Jaja on the corner kick. Milham, Al Karaguli, back to Milham, and shot saved by Fumato. Out to Alagoda. Back with Houston, finds Rindell. Houston again. Bredemeyer, Alagoda. Houston. Nice dummy there. Bredemeyer looked to take on Milham there, and there's a bit of pressure from the Phoenix side. That's a great back row. Oh, and what a touch by Nishan Alagoda. His shot blocked by Milham, but you can't fault the effort. That was a great touch down the line to get past Bharat Jaja. Rindell, and he's flicked that into the line of Al Karaguli. His shot goes wide. Rindell. Or Houston potentially could have just dummied that ball. Northern Hawks with the corner ball. Houston. Looks to get past Ishragian. Bredemeyer with the shot, saved by Al Muhammad. Al Karaguli on the side ball. And that's deemed a corner ball for the Phoenix side. A good chance here to put themselves ahead early in this game. Ishragian, and that ball's gone through the legs of Rindell. Shot wide by Jaja. Tries to get a corner ball, but don't think anyone's going to give that. Ziba entering the court for the Northern Hawks side, and that was a good idea by Rindell, looking for the run of Bredemeyer. Milham now going the other way, and he looks to just slip the ball past Fumato. Fumato, an extremely talented keeper, got down to that ball nice and easily. Jaja to Al Karaguli. Milham. Back to Al Karaguli. Milham making a driving run forwards, and it's read well by the Northern Hawks defence. Reset their attacking play now. 1-2 with Ellis.
So having a look at the statistics for the beginning of the match, both teams currently quite close in regards to passing percentage and amount of passes. Pretty even contest across the board. So Northern Hawks now back in possession, deep in the court with Houston, who looks long. It's an easy catch for the goalkeeper of the Phoenix. And that's Omed plays the ball through there. It's gone through the legs, and referee signalling that that one will be a corner ball. Ball in across the court, scooped by Barker, finds Milham, who's patient. He's got Houston in front of him. He's managed to find Barker, who's flicked it backwards, and it'll be the keeper there collecting the ball, putting it back in play quite quickly. The Rindell and a ball from Houston for the on-run of Ellis. It's a good execution, just Ellis not flying into that one. It's Milham now, trying to find Barker's feet. Very good pivot there in Barker. Houston to Ellis. There's a slide there, but Zeba manages to collect the ball well. Houston finds a line in Ellis. A good press there that we see from Ahmed, and it's Barker again back on the ball for Milham. The clearance off of Ellis.
Corner ball, and Jaja sent that one high and wide. Phoenix Futsal, I think, have had the better chances so far in this first half over the Northern Hawks, getting off a few shots and testing Famato, and I think Al Muhammad has only really had to use his hands once so far in this match. Eustace stepping on the court for the Phoenix side, as well as Tatonchi. And that's a corner ball for the Northern Hawks. Alagoda back on the court for them. The Northern Hawks youngster. Oh, sorry, it's not a corner ball. It's just on the line. Alagoda sends that one back post, and Northern Hawks didn't have runners making their way inside there. Just as I say that, Coach Greg Farrell is directing Tom Ellis that he should have been making his way into the back post on Alagoda's shot, and Ellis, poor pass there. He hasn't played a lot of games this season, potentially feeling a little bit rusty. To Tonchi, to Bakar, Milham, back to Bakar, to Tonchi again. Great movement of the ball by the Phoenix side. We know that they can move the ball quickly, and they do some great rotations.
Free kick called there by the referee on the far side. It'll be Milham stepping up for the kick. Into Buck, a nice layoff there, but Zeba's disrupted that attack and resets with Eustace. And Phoenix get themselves out, having not made a shot on target after the free kick. Young Alagoda has just taken down a senior player on the court. It's no sweat for him. He's not too worried about that one. Alagoda, how old is he now? Jade?
Alagoda must be 15 or 16.
15, 16, yep. It's Famato now with a throw into Houston.
Under 16s for the Futsal WA National Championships.
Yes, and he did very well while he was away on that trip to Sydney earlier this year. Ball in play on the far side. A bit of pressure there for Zeba to absorb, but the ball's gone out. Still Northern Hawks kick in. It's Ellis with the kick in, and we see Northern Hawks set themselves up in a 4-0 shape. And as the rotation happens, Zeba's gone into pivot and has received the ball. Calls out from the coach in Farrell, telling Zeba to hold the ball up there. They're clearly trying to get Ziba high up on the court to receive the ball. Does well in that pivot space. And ball. Rindell tackles the ball there. Sees it out though for Phoenix. It's Bucker to Tochi. Stumbles on the ball and good press there from Alagoda. Almost wins it back for the Northern Hawks, but Bucker finds himself at the cross, but Zeba's there to clear it away.
We've seen a new face on the court. Well, I've seen a new face. He potentially has played some Supa-Liga games. The Phoenix Futsal number 11, Khaled Salah, stepping on the court for his first few minutes of this match. Tatonchi sends that one high. Fumato, short to Rindell. Has Bredemeyer. Uses him. Nice check run there from Bredemeyer, and he's in behind. Bredemeyer with the touch, and he's just sent that one wide. That was a great opportunity. Probably the best chance the Northern Hawks have created for themselves so far in this match. Excellent little check run from Bredemeyer. I think Coach Greg Farrell will be proud of that one. Salah. Tatonchi being pressed by Alagoda. Eustace, play Salah. Dribbles through the middle. Ziba takes a touch to Rindell. There's a 3v2 here. Rindell finds Bredemeyer. He's put it on his left foot. Shot blocked by Salah. Now Phoenix are going to slow the match down as Tatonchi puts his hand up. Eustace looks to take on Alagoda, and he looks like he'd be an easy player to take on. He's quite small in these men's matches, but he definitely isn't.
Small but mighty.
Thanks, Annie. Tatonchi against Ziba. Looks to go through the middle. He gets his shot off. It's an easy pickup for Daniel Fumato, though. So Northern Hawks reset their attacking play. Rindell. Touched out of play by Bakar. Rindell on the side ball. Has Alagoda back. Alagoda looking the other way, and he's muffed that pass. Eustace has played a very hard ball into the feet of Bakar. He's done well to keep control, and Fumato had to come out past the edge of his D there to sweep that ball.
Fumato doing very well with that save there, coming forward, clearing that one off and out of the area there. It'll be Phoenix sideline kick in. Euston's taking it. We see Frank Gordon now on the court and receiving the ball to Sulla, who's given it away to Rindell, who's one-on-one, and he's hit that one at least a metre wide of the goal. Here is an exasperated yell after he's kicked that one. One-on-one between Bucker and Ziba here, and Ziba looks to foul the player but misses. Bucker doing well against Fumato, but just lacked the execution. It will be a corner kick. Bucker looks to take the corner. He's got Eustace and Gordon. It's Gordon with the shot. One wide. So we'll have a little bit of a chat about Frank Gordon, who is another state representative for his side. Just as we speak there's been a great save on one side of the court, but the goalkeeper has gone down injured. It looks like he's hurt his hand. We'll have a quick look at a replay of that one. Looks like he's fallen down on his hand. He's coming up now. Bit of an assessment from a player, bending those back. Not too much of a reaction from the keeper, so it looks like he's okay to continue. Ball's been put in play, and it's Sulla who's found himself on the ball. And he's kicked that one straight out down the other end there. We'll see Fumato with the throw. Fumato now chooses to go long, but no one is there for that one. Phoenix back in possession, building up some play deep. Sulla finds Barker now, high on the court. Manages to turn, but Good pressure there from Rindell and Alagoda, and they've seen themselves almost get away with the ball, but the refs have seen a foul in amongst that. A couple of changes looking to happen for the Phoenix side that are being postponed until after this kick. Sulla eyeing up the goal now. Houston's making a run inside. Sulla with a great shot, and Houston's finding himself in the right place but couldn't make anything more of it. It's Rindell who tries to advance forward. Gordon doing well to see that one out of play. As I was mentioning about Gordon earlier, he was a state player for the 16 boys in the recent national championships, and he's come away. And then the rest of this Supa-Liga season getting opportunities not only in the 20s men's but also the men's B, and today the men's Supa-Liga for his club, the Phoenix Futsal WA. He's progressing very well as a young futsal player. Ellis finds Houston now. Back to Ellis, but kicked out by the Phoenix.
We are just a minute and a half away from stop clock time now, and neither team managing to score. And I think as we come into the last few minutes of this half, frustration and panic might start to set in for these sides. No one wants to go into the half 0-all. It's not the best position to be in. Rindell with the shot, and Al Muhammad does extremely well to get down for that one. And corner ball by the Northern Hawks. Houston on the kick, plays over to Ellis, and it's a good volley, made a good connection. Straight into Milham, and didn't quite see what happened there. I think mid-air, Gordon might have bumped into Ellis.
Just have a replay of that one now. Yeah, so quite a solid collision in the middle of the court. I think both players were contesting for the ball, but Tom Ellis has certainly come off worse for wear, having gone underneath the player and being sandwiched with the floor. So hopefully he comes quickly up from this one and can continue play.
Ellis getting to his feet now, and it looks like his knee might be troubling him, which is a bit of a curse within the Northern Hawks club. Hopefully nothing too serious. It's definitely not looking promising so far. And Shafiq Hafiz taking the place of the injured player.
No, he's all right now. I think he was putting that one on.
I think it might just be a bit of swagger in his walk, to be honest. The free kick was awarded to the Northern Hawks, it looks like. Houston struggling to get the ball, does it just stay still? See if Rindell has any more luck. Oh, and Rindell's taken a poor touch. He can be pressed now. Had to use Famato. Famato goes long, cut out by Milham. Bakar, pressed by Alagoda and Hafiz. Little touch there from Rindell. Quite a crucial touch, I think, if Bakar had gotten past him. That was a good chance for Phoenix to get themselves ahead as we just go into the last 2 minutes of stop clock in this half. Houston, step in by Gordon. Rindell has time and space. Out wide to Alagoda, and that's way too far out in front of him. Bakar. Milham. Bakar. Oh, and Hafiz has dove in for the tackle there. Hasn't paid off for him. Eshragian tries to play a ball forwards. It's cut out by Houston. Bakar again. Finds Gordon. Eshragian making a driving run forwards. And Phoenix opting to slow play down. Milham wants to take on Rindell, and that was a great block run by Gordon. Rindell to Houston, to Zeba, who's just stepped on the court to play out this last minute. Rindell into Zeba, he's taken a poor touch, and Hawks are going to have to work hard. Definitely a free kick there, and I don't think Alagoda will be worried about that one, stopping Milham going forwards.
The timeout has now been called with the minute to go. Still 0-0 as we've seen on the clock, but it's a very even contest between the two sides. If we have a look at some of the statistics, it's actually Phoenix Futsal WA who've strung together an extra 10 passes over the Northern Hawks at 76. Even on passing strings, +5, with 3 each to their sides. Pass completion rate, slightly higher for Phoenix at 72% to 68. And possession, higher in the Phoenix side, 56% to 43%. Be anyone's game, this one. It just will come down to that teamwork that we'll see come out both sides. Coaches currently in intense conversations. You can see on the screen right now, Phoenix Futsal, Diego with his coaching board. He's focusing on a set piece. Hoping to get a goal from this one. We'll see if that timeout was worth it there and then what comes of this practice set piece. Barker, Milham, back again, and Barker with the shot, and they've managed to finish that one. Great play between Ali Milham and Barker for Phoenix Futsal WA. The two back heels confusing the defence there of the Northern Hawks. And with the 50 seconds remaining on the clock, Northern Hawks are finding themselves coming into this second half a goal down. Unless, of course, we see Zeba now get on the ball. Blocked well by Barker. Al-Mohammed looking for a pass and is giving it to Ahmed under pressure, and Alagoda almost getting in front of Gordon there to win the ball for his side. Miziba to Houston. Out to Alagoda now. Good movement from Rindell at the tops. Found himself on the ball now. Trying to find Alagoda's feet, but giving it away instead. And it's Milham now who progresses forward. He's got a double up there of Rindell and Zeba. And whistles blown there. As there's a foul scene that Phoenix has committed there on Northern Hawks. And it's quickly taken by Zeba, and Houston winds up, and good save from Al-Mohammed. Milham almost taking his touch around. An amazing defender in Houston, but couldn't get there. Sideline kick in, Gordon. Out to the other side in Barker now, and they're looking to waste this time and finish out this half. 3 seconds remaining, and that will be half time. The only goal of the game coming a few moments ago. We'll just have a replay of that one on the screen for you. Great set piece, and a timely timeout called by the coach of the Phoenix in Diego to then set that one up, and great execution then from the Phoenix players. So it could be anyone's game. We'll hear some thoughts from Jade Paul.
Yeah, look, I think as much as it hurts me not to pump up my own club, the Phoenix Futsal side definitely had the better share of chances in that first half, and the scoreboards definitely reflecting how that first half went. Phoenix finding themselves 1-0 up going into the second half. And the Northern Hawks are struggling a little bit to create those chances for themselves in behind, while the Phoenix Futsal are really going for it, and they've got some very confident players who are willing to just take anybody on the court. Some of the first half stats for you now, as you can see on your screen. In terms of passing percentage, Phoenix Futsal 73% over the Northern Hawks, 68%. The passing strings are even at the moment, 3-3. And you would expect with the caliber of these two sides, them to have a lot more 5+ passing strings than just 3 within that first half. And possession, again, favours Phoenix. Total shots, even for both sides, even though I think the Phoenix have created the better chances so far in that first half. And of course, the Northern Hawks have had more shots on target. Al Muhammad having an extremely good game today. We definitely saw it earlier in the West Coast Cobras versus Phoenix match that sometimes the stats don't really reflect what this game is looking like. It's very unpredictable futsal, and the Northern Hawks need to get a little bit of fire in themselves in the second half. As we can see, Tom Ellis just needed to have a little bit of time out. He's back on the court like nothing ever happened. Seems a bit dramatic to have 2 people carry you off and then continue on play, but I guess Tom Ellis is all about the theatrics. Al Muhammad to Eustace. Down the line to Salah. Back to Bakar. Bakar over the top. He's looking for Salah, and Salah acknowledging that it was a good ball. Just weren't quite on the same page there. Ellis being pressed by Eustace, and that was a great ball over top. Under pressure by Ellis. Al Muhammad finds Bakar. Touch out of play by Ellis. Jaja to Eustace. Bakar. Salah, and the advantage was played, and now the refs are bringing it back for the free kick. Bit of a late call there from the referees, in my opinion.
Looks like the referees are signalling to the spot just there, as Jade was just saying. Bit of a late call, and after an advantage and a shot taken, they've brought it back to where we see the ball placed now. See if Phoenix can put together another set piece in this one. It's Salah. Lays it off for Baka. Doesn't get the ball past the legs of Famato. Throw forward now. And Phoenix see that one out of play for the sideline kick in. Time's ticking. Almost 4 seconds there for Salah. Zeba's kicked that one away, and back to the feet of Salah now. And Phoenix reset with Eustace. And again now, you can see Brademeyer from the Northern Hawks pressing well. Now Hawks have won the ball back. We see Houston in possession on the far flank. Plays the ball through for Zeba, who's mishit that one. Ball quickly back in play, and Zeba's back to help retrieve the ball for the Northern Hawks and reset it through Houston. Bredemeyer's touch puts him under pressure and almost gives the ball away for his side. Houston looking for Brademeyer again, and somehow it's managed to get to him this time. Ellis, nice footwork from him there. Brademeyer. Back to Ellis. Hawks with a bit of calm on the ball, but then given away through Brademeyer. We see Phoenix there. Number 3, Jaja, choosing it to be better to put the ball out of play then than to play under pressure. Brademeyer. Ellis, shot straight to the feet of Millam and out to Salah, and Eustace now progresses forward. It's only 2 against 3, so he's still threaded it through to Millam, who shoots very close there. Great chance created. Quickly watch a replay of that one. Ball back in play now through Famato. Houston tries to get the ball through the middle of the court, but Eustace is there. He's done well now, Houston, after giving the ball up to almost win it back again, but not enough. Phoenix have managed to maintain possession and reset now through Jaja. Millam down the line and into the middle at layoff again, and we see Millam shoot. Tends to go forward and takes the shot. Great save we saw from Famato. Millam back on the ball again. He's got Houston in front of him. He's not someone easily beaten. Ball's gotten through in a layoff now, but Hawks win possession and reset themselves in their shape of 4-0. Zeba now. Slow down play. Slowly progress up the pitch, but Bredemeyer slowly walking back. Some movement happening with Ellis rotating wide and gets himself on the ball now. Back to Houston. Zeba. Good play here from the Hawks and Ellis forcing that one. Progress again, and you can have a look at the patience now from Phoenix. They've seemed to drop themselves off to halfway and just slide, allowing Northern Hawks to have the ball in their half. No problems at all. I guess you can sort of play that way, can't you, Jade, when you're 1 goal up? And we're looking for the mistakes here. Millam, it's a chip, and he's done it. He's managed to win the ball there off of the Hawks and chip over the keeper. Phoenix Futsal WA find themselves 2 goals over Northern Hawks. Millam with a lovely finish.
Yeah, just before that goal, we did see Phoenix create 2 very close chances, and so I think the momentum was moving in that direction anyway. And the Northern Hawks now electing to play 5th man, pushing Dan Famato all the way up into that left-hand corner. And there's not really much else that they can do at this point. They're not creating enough chances for themselves organically, so they're going to have to try and create this overload. Famato loses the ball in the middle there, and he was very lucky to get that back. He's taking a touch there. It'll be a corner ball for the Northern Hawks. Famato on the corner, flicks over for Houston. Difficult ball to control. Houston electing I would say, interesting technique to control that ball. Houston has Alagoda down the line. Back to Rindell. Famato, and the instruction from the Hawks bench is to move the ball a little bit quicker, and Houston found himself in space there. Tatonchi can't get the shot off. Rindell back to Houston. Famato making his way forwards again. Rindell, Houston, and the Northern Hawks, as we've just seen, have shifted into a 4-1 5th man play, which means that they're overloading that top defender in the Phoenix Diamond, and it almost paid off for them. Al Muhammad having to make a save there. Alagoda's done well to stop the shot from Milham coming early. Tatonchi, Eshragian. Milham can't get that ball under control.
You can see how well that 4-1 was working for them in regards to 5th man for the Northern Hawks. You saw the defensive structure of Phoenix drop and drop again, and Northern Hawks managed to get themselves a lot more space and got nearly all players within shooting distance of goal. We'll see that they continue that type of play now, but with Famato looking to be the one. He rotates himself out now for Zeba. So now Famato, Houston. Famato again finds a passing channel through the middle of the court, but Omid is there to kick it out for Phoenix. The Northern Hawks now looking to be patient, but we didn't see that from Famato. Northern Hawks progress with fly keeper. Houston and Rendell playing that back two players. Be all about moving the ball quickly and progressing forward. And you can see that they already have got a couple of meters on their opponents. Northern Hawks keep the ball. There's a sideline kick in now. Fumato looks to shoot himself and heads it forward. Keeper's caught it and looks to play early. Nice touches from Milham to get out. But it's Alagoda who steals the ball, and there's been a big fall in the middle of the court. We'll see a quick replay of that one shortly. There's been a yellow card issued to Milham. See the replay now? Looking at the replay, we did see Milham with his arms around Zeba. Where's the other one? See on camera, Zeba trying to get the towel off court.
It's a good thing he plays futsal.
Yeah. Houston now for Alagoda. Alagoda with a shot straight at Zeba's chest. It's Milham now under pressure from Zeba. Manages to get the ball to Totonchi. Drives forward, but so much pressure there from the Northern Hawks. Have one possession again. Free kick given. Keeper Fumato progresses forward to play fly keeper. It's Rendell who lines up for the kick. Cross for Houston. Through. Alagoda there, first time. Not a bad idea. Now their stats probably indicate that there's... Oh! What a finish there that we see from Rendell. Slides that one in. Northern Hawks find themselves with the first goal of the game. There wasn't much in for the keeper there. A couple of centimetres, I think he would have got his toe to that. Pinpoint accuracy we've seen from Devon Rendell to be able to get that goal for Northern Hawks today. Now, as I was saying just before then, as that goal happened, we probably would see Northern Hawks with a higher passing percentage or amount of passes, and that is indicated on the statistics with this pass count in the second half of 151 compared to 119 of Phoenix. And that's partly to do with the amount of fifth man that we see them playing, obviously keeping a lot more possession and passes there. Higher passing percent completion rate as well for the Northern Hawks on 74% compared to 70 for the Phoenix. And possession is 51 in the favour of Northern Hawks. It's a short timeout and we'll see ourselves back. 7 minutes, 51 seconds remaining on the clock. 2-1 result here. Could be anyone's game. It'll be interesting to see how far Northern Hawks persist with the fly keeper. And I'm assuming as they're still down that they will continue. Are your thoughts the same, Jade?
Yeah, look, having been coached under Greg Farrell for a large number of seasons, I would say that the Northern Hawks are going to continue their fifth man play until they're guaranteed 3 points. There's no way Greg Farrell is going to be happy with being 2-1 down with only 7.5 minutes remaining in this match. I will say that the beauty of fifth man paid off for the Northern Hawks there. You know, you're forcing your opponent to sit back and defend for long periods of time. And dare say, it looked like Alagoda tripped over the ball there.
Yeah, perks of being a small player. You get a bit more favouritism from the referees, I think.
Yeah, I don't think the free kick was warranted there, but he's won it anyway, and we'll see if the Northern Hawks can create anything from it. They've created a corner for the Phoenix, so Phoenix can't be too upset with that free kick being called. And as I was just saying, the fifth man play, you force your opponent to defend really deep in their own half and just sit for long periods of time, and eventually players get bored and make dumb decisions or just forget what they're doing and switch off for a second. I think that's what happened with the goal going through from Devon Rendell. Phoenix was sitting a little bit still. No one really shifted once he got the ball, and he was able to slot that goal through. Milham on the ball now, and Alagoda does well. Always putting the pressure on the ball, the youngster. He's extremely good at it. And that was an excellent block run from Fumato. Fumato making his way up the court, as Annie and myself had already predicted. Northern Hawks continuing their fifth-man play. And they're continuing to play a 4-1, which was the successful play with them scoring that goal towards the end of that first half. Fumato does well there. Maybe held the ball a little bit too long, and Rindell gave that same ball to the back post. Alagoda just needed to get a foot on it. Al Mohammed to Ashragian, and the Northern Hawks really need to press here. Zeba's done well and won the ball, and Alagoda, that was a poor pass from the youngster. Touch there from Ashragian, and Fumato plays long to Rindell. He's 1v1 against Tatonchi, sorry. Oh, and the goal there for the Northern Hawks. Zebra at the back post, receiving that pinpoint pass from Alagoda. And the Northern Hawks really caught the Phoenix defense off guard there. They were very stretched out. I think Ashragian was all the way up in his attacking D with Fumato at the time. Oh, I was wrong, sorry. He was making his way back, just wasn't quick enough. Northern Hawks getting on the blind side and slotting a second one away. And like I said earlier, I think Greg Farrell would continue fifth man until the Northern Hawks are a goal ahead, but we will see. Rindell going down. Didn't quite see what happened there. Free kick's been called. Perhaps a late attempt by Milham. Fumato making his way forward for the free kick. And like I said, Northern Hawks will continue their fifth man play. Greg Farrell definitely never happy to take just 1 point away from a match, and that was a great shot by Fumato. Al Mohammed did well to save it, played out quickly to Eustace, finds Milham. Eustace in the middle, it's cut out by Houston. Rindell on the ball, Bredemeyer against Eustace. And Eustace with a little tap out of play there. Bredemeyer on the side kick.
Interesting to see Northern Hawks persisting with the fly keeper. It's worked for them so far. Very competitive game, this one. It's either team. Interesting if they share the spoils today, or if one of them can walk away with the points and bragging rights. Milham and Barker at the back there. Good movement between the two, and Milham again looking for Barker's run forward. Ball over the top. Alagoda's read it well and has managed to get a toe on it. Gets it to Bredemeyer, who's pushed off the ball. Jaja across the court now for Milham. See how deep that Eustace has gone. As soon as there's any pressure, he seems to drop right off. There's a timeout called now by Northern Hawks. 2 minutes, 52 seconds. Be interesting to see what the message is from Coach Farrell. Having been coached by him for some time, Jade, what do you think the message might be? 2-2, 2 minutes, 52 on the clock.
Oh, look, like I said earlier, I think the Northern Hawks are going to continue their fifth man, and Greg Farrell's all about playing aggressively, attacking-wise, and if you make a run backwards, he will definitely yell at you when you're in possession of the ball. You need to play the ball and run forwards, otherwise you're going to feel the wrath of Greg Farrell. So the Northern Hawks, I think, for this last just under 3 minutes are going to be extremely aggressive, trying to get that third goal on the scoreboard. Like I said previously, Greg is never happy to take away just 1 point from a match. And he'll be chasing all 3 of those points. I think Annie's just trying to listen to what the instructions are from the Phoenix side with Diego Garcia.
It was interesting to know if the Phoenix were happy to take the draw today or if they were going to continue with an aggressive attack. Having looked at the coaching board and some of the words of Diego, is that he wants to continue to press and to look to try and score another. But clear message there not to force the ball and give it away easily. And we see strong sides come back out on the court. Ball with Rindell and straight into fly keeper for the Northern Hawks. Houston to Rindell. Bredemeyer. You can see them progress up the court now. They're over halfway. Back roll there and shot taken by Houston. Good combination play there between the goalkeeper and Houston.
Daniel Fumato showing how well he can play with his feet. Some goalkeepers potentially not as good with their feet out of goal, but Fumato comfortably plays the fifth man himself instead of electing a court player in a bib to play that fly.
Absolutely, I agree. We've seen some amazing goals from Fumato on court, even from his own goal mouth. And goal scored there by Barker on the far side. See a replay of that one. Managed to slide that one in on the near post side of Fumato.
That's an annoying goal for the Northern Hawks. They had the numbers behind the ball, just no one putting the pressure or enough pressure on Milham there to throw off his shot.
Was that Milham with the shot, was it, at the end? Or Barker?
Or potentially Bakar.
Yeah, I think... No, I think you might be right. Oh.
We'll sort that out in a minute and let you know.
I believe it was Barker, but they're having a look at the man marking between the Northern Hawks and the Phoenix play. Actually had Nishan Alagoda up against that far flanker, and in regards to strength, he couldn't push him off the ball. So probably a mismatch in regards to defensive players there. Yeah. So as Barker, we're just confirming there, Barker was the goal scorer there for Phoenix.
In my defence, two very similar looking players, Bakar and Milham.
Milham with a sort of bicycle there, trying to make something of the ball, and it'll be Phoenix with the kick in. It is stop clock, and that's what both coaches keep saying to their players, is stop rushing when the ball goes out of play. Alagoda pushed off the ball by Milham. Finds itself now into Jaja, who shoots from distance, and Fumato's collected that one. Plays it short to Ellis, and they progress again with fly keeper. 50 seconds remaining. We know that Northern Hawks can get back into a game. We've seen it in final series where they've been down and in the last 10 seconds scored 2 goals to win the match. So anything can happen, providing these passes stick for them. Otherwise, I believe that it'll be Phoenix today. Houston manages to win the ball for Hawks, and it's Ellis now. Just can't get control of the ball like he would have wanted to. Houston to Rindell, and they progress up the court now. They don't seem too phased with the clock. They do have good patience and willingness to play the ball well, and great shot there from Ellis. Three balls have just been played in for player. Everyone wanting to see this game be played out. Ellis with another shot. It's Eustace with the block. Defensively very sound, strong player. Block from Ellis, and Houston clears that ball and sends it a long way out. Mohammed plays Milham under pressure from Rindell, and Rindell tries to play the ball early, but Milham's not allowing it. Now Alagoda with the shot, and great save by Mohammed. 5 seconds on the clock. Press from Millam again. 4 seconds. Very exciting game today. It's Houston now. Looks at goal and again off target. He's a bit disappointed again in that one. And this is the 3 seconds now ticking down, and Eustace has headed that one towards goal. I'll see if we caught it. Unsure if that one will count because that whistle had gone. We'll just double check on the replay. Whistle was blown while the ball was in flight. It is a goal, has been issued. It will be a 4-2 result in favour of the Phoenix Futsal WA today. That final shot at goal from Eustace sealed the deal. Heads are down for the Northern Hawks today.
Yeah, the Northern Hawks are going to be disappointed with that performance. Watching it back, and the Phoenix Futsal should be very proud. They've taken down the top side. I think the Northern Hawks sitting first on the ladder at the moment. We're just going to go through some of the full-time stats for you as they appear on your screen. As you can see, passing percentage, the Northern Hawks were down in that first half and they've caught up, obviously, because of their fifth man plays. And again, with the passing strings, Northern Hawks 13-8. As I said in the first half, though, you would expect two sides of this caliber to get much more 5+ passing strings than that. The possession percentage favours the Northern Hawks, which is expected with the amount of fifth man that they played in that second half. Shots, total shots 17 to the Northern Hawks, and on target only 9 to the Northern Hawks, which I think was the exact same stat at halftime. You'd have to double check that. I could be wrong, but actually we can check that for the first half. Yep, the exact same stat for the Northern Hawks. So as we can see in that second half, despite scoring a goal, no other shots were on target. Scoring 2 goals, no other shots went on target for the Northern Hawks.
So we'll be back shortly with another live stream. Definitely tune in for that one. Thanks for catching the game today. We'll catch you on the next one.